Hello, welcome to the channel. On this video we are going to solve the following problem. This is a degree 4 equation, x squared minus 4 times x squared minus 2x equals 2. So before we solve the problem, I suggest you to pause the video first and give it a try for yourself. Okay, so you may pause the video now. Okay, let's get started. So we have the following equation. In general, if we have a quartic equation, what we are trying to achieve is we want to rewrite the equation so that it is of the form a square on the left hand side and also another square on the right hand side. And then after that we can rewrite as a difference of two squares, and we can factor it to make it a quadratic equation, a quadratic polynomial times quadratic polynomial equal to 0. So that's what we are trying to do. So we do some algebraic manipulation to this equation in order to achieve what we want, which is we want to make this into a difference of two squares. Okay, so first let's look at the left hand side. We try to make the left hand side as close as possible to a square. So over here we have x squared, and then we have an extra negative 4 times this. So we can write this as this times that minus this. But then we can move away the negative 4 times x squared minus 2x to the right hand side. So then we have the following equation. Okay, now notice that this x squared minus 2x is almost a squared. A square that is close to this expression is x squared minus 2x plus 1. So let's force it into that expression. So plus 1 here. When we do plus 1 here, it means we add x squared to the left hand side. So therefore we need to add x squared as well to the right hand side. So therefore we have this equation. Now we can rewrite the left hand side as x squared times x minus 1 squared, because this guy is nothing but x minus 1 squared. And then on the right hand side we collect similar terms to get this is x squared plus 4x squared. We have 5x squared, and then 4 times negative 2x we get negative 8x, and then plus 2. Okay, now this is a square, which is the square of x times x minus 1, which is the square of x squared minus x. So the left hand side is the square of x squared minus x, and then the right hand side we manipulate as follows. So we split this expression into the red one and the black one. You can verify that this 2x squared plus 3x squared is 5x squared, negative 2x plus negative 6x is negative 8x, and then the 2 is remain the same. So this tells us that the right hand side is still the same, right? Now we move this red terms to the left hand side. Okay, we move it to the left hand side, and then we add 1 to both sides of the equation. So this 2 will change into 3, right? Now notice that if we think of this x squared minus x as one symbol for a moment, let's say this is a. So this is of the form a squared minus 2a plus 1, which is a square of a minus 1, right? And then how about the right hand side? If we factor out the 3, the remaining terms is x squared minus 2x plus 1, which is also a square. So then we have the following. The left hand side is x squared minus x minus 1 squared, and the right hand side is 3 times of a square. So it seems this is not a square, but we can rewrite 3 as square root of 3 squared. So therefore we can rewrite this expression as a difference of two squares, which is a square of this minus a square of that equal to 0. So this is of the form a squared minus b squared, which can be. So recall that if we have the expression a squared minus b squared, we can factor this as a plus b times a minus b, right? So if we do so, then we have the following, right? So like if we add this and that, we get this expression, and if we subtract this from this expression, we get the other one, which is this one. And this product of two quadratic is equal to 0. So therefore, either this equal to 0 or that is equal to 0. So we have two cases. The first one is when the first term is equal to 0. By the quadratic formula, we obtain that the two solutions of the original problem is this one. So you just need to plug in into the quadratic formula, minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac, all divided by twice of a, right? So you will get this one, and then from the second term, from the second factor, when we set it equal to 0, we obtain two more real solutions, which is this expression. So therefore, we have 4 real solutions to the original problem. Okay, so that's all for now. Thank you for watching. See you again on the next video. Bye bye.